Well, to continuing my lecture on fluid statics, important units of pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.01325 10 power 5 pascals. Again, 1 atm is equal to 1 bar is equal to nearly 10 power 5 pascals. 10 power 5 pascals. Approximately we take 10 power 5 pascals. This is the first unit. This is second unit. And third unit. This is very important. 1 bar is equal to 76 centimeters of Hg. 76 centimeters of Hg. Or 760 mm of Hg. 760 mm of Hg. Okay. So, or here fourth unit is 1 mm of Hg is equal to 1 torr. 1 torr. So, these are the special units. And one more unit, 1 pascal is equal to Newton per meter square. 1 Newton per meter square. 1 Newton per meter square. 1 pascal is nothing but 1 Newton per meter square. Okay. So, these are the special units, are important units of pressure. So, next topic is properties of pressure. Properties of pressure. Properties of pressure. So, properties of pressure. First one is pressure is isotropic. Pressure is isotropic. Isotropic means what, my dear? Isotropic means pressure at a particular point. Pressure at particular point is same in all directions. Same in all directions. Let us consider this is a fluid. So we need to find pressure at this point. Pressure at this point. So pressure at this point is the same in all directions. Okay, pressure is the same in all directions. So pressure at this particular point is same in all directions. So because pressure is isotropic. That's why pressure is isotropic. Next, second one is pressure measured on horizontal plane. Horizontal plane is uniform for liquids at rest. And liquid is moving with same velocity. Liquid is moving with uniform velocity. Liquid is moving with uniform velocity. This point is very, very important. Very important point. Observe carefully. So let us consider a container. So it is filled with a fluid. Okay. So this is a static fluid. Okay. This is a static fluid. So here it is one point, here second point, here third point. So 1, 2, 3. 3 points I consider. Pressure at one point is equal to, first point is equal to, pressure at second point is equal to pressure at third point. Because Pressure measured on horizontal plane is uniform. Uniform means same for liquid at rest. Liquid at rest. Here liquid is at rest. Here liquid at rest. So here liquid is at rest. So liquid is at rest. So P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3. Pressure at first point is equal to pressure at second point is equal to pressure at a third point. So these 3 points pressure is same. Okay. So P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3. Next, if liquid is moving with uniform velocity, also pressure is same. If liquid is moving with uniform velocity also pressure is same. So these 2 points are very very important. Whenever liquid is stationary, fluid is stationary, then pressure is same. Pressure at all points is same. So, okay. So same line, the pressure is same. So this is these are the major important properties of pressure. Next one is variation of pressure. Variation of pressure with depth. Variation of pressure with depth. Okay. So observe carefully how the pressure is varies with the depth. If depth is increases, pressure is increases or not. If depth is decreases, pressure is increases or not. How pressure is varies, I will discuss now. Observe carefully. Let us consider a container. Which is filled with the water or which is filled with a fluid. Just filled with the water. I consider here 2 points. A point and B point. So now I draw imaginary cylinder. For these 2 points. So imaginary cylinder for these 2 points. So for these 2 points I draw imaginary cylinder. Let us consider a container which is filled with a fluid. Now I consider 2 points. So this is 1 point and this is second point. Point A and point B. So I draw imaginary cylinder here. Okay. So now this imaginary cylinder. Okay, we got this imaginary cylinder. So what are the forces acting on this cylinder, ma? One force is like this is acting, and another force is acting is like this, and weight mg is acting like this. So majorly 3 forces are acting on this. So one force is acting like this, and weight mg is acting like this, and here another force is acting like this. Okay, so this is a pressure P naught, atmospheric pressure. So pressure into, let us consider area of container is A. Area of container is A. Okay, area of container is A. So here so force means pressure into area due to the atmosphere. So P naught into A pressure is acting. Due to bottom, P into A is acting upwards, and weight mg is acting like this downwards. Okay, so these 3 forces acting on this. So now atmospheric, due to the atmospheric pressure, so this force is acting. Already we know pressure is equal to force by area, then force F is equal to pressure into area. Okay, so due to this P naught means atmospheric pressure. So due to the atmospheric pressure P naught, some force is acting, that is P naught into A. So due to the downward, so this is acting PA, and weight mg is acting downward like this. So here equate these all things. So we got, observe carefully, P naught A is acting downward, is acting downward. Sorry, this PA is acting upward. Sorry. Weight mg is acting downward. Okay. And PA is acting upward. PA is acting upward. Okay. So according to this, P naught A is acting downward. So here it is equilibrium. According to equilibrium. According to equilibrium. According to equilibrium. Total upward force is equal to total downward force. Total upward force acting is PA. Only PA force is acting upward. Total downward force acting is P naught A plus mg. P naught A plus mg. Here m is mass of this body, mg. Okay. So P naught A plus mg. So now that means PA minus P naught A is equal to mg. Okay. So PA minus P naught A is equal to mg. So here density is indicated with rho. Rho is equal to, density is indicated with rho. This is read as rho. Mass by volume. Density is equal to mass by volume. Then mass is equal to density into volume. Density into volume. Okay, mass is equal to density into volume. Okay, density into volume. Mass is indicated with m. Density indicated with rho. Volume is indicated with v. Okay, rho v. Okay, so rho v. And again, volume is equal to area into length. Area into length. That means V is equal to area into length. So finally, mass is equal to, we got mass is equal to rho into area into length. So rho into area into length. Substitute here. So PA minus P naught A is equal to rho into A into L into G. Okay. So here A is there, here A is there, here A is there. So this three A's are going to be cancelled. This A is cancelled, this A is cancelled, this A is going to be cancelled. These three A's are going to be cancelled. Finally, we got P minus P naught is equal to rho into here length. So this length is nothing but I consider as h. Okay, this length is I consider as h. Okay, this is I consider as h. Okay, this liquid in the column of height is equal to a liquid of a column of height is equal to, this is nothing but I consider as h. Okay, so this is considered as h. So that means length is we are considered as here h. Okay, length is we consider as h. So already you know volume means length into breadth into height. That means length into breadth means area into height. Area into height. Is it or not? So area into height. Volume means area into height. Then mass is equal to density into area into height. So mass is equal to density into area into height. Here area going to cancel. Finally we got rho GH. P minus P naught is equal to rho GH. So P minus P naught is equal to rho GH. So from this P is equal to, so from 1, this is equation 1. From 1 P is equal to P naught plus rho GH. So this is a very important equation. Okay, so here P means pressure at a particular point. Pressure at a particular point. P naught means atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. Pressure due to atmospheric air is called atmospheric pressure. Have you understood, ma? Atmospheric pressure means pressure due to atmospheric air is called atmospheric pressure. Rho GH. This rho GH is nothing but pressure due to a liquid column of height h. Liquid column of height h. So here liquid column of height is h, that's why pressure is rho gh. So this is a variation of pressure with depth. So that means here depth is increases, pressure is increases. Here depth increases, then pressure also increases. So whether depth is increases, then pressure also increases. This is very important. Variation of pressure with depth is increases, then pressure is also increases. Okay, next topic. Well, to continuing my lecture on fluid statics, variation of pressure with depth is, pressure is directly proportional to depth of body in fluid. Depth of body in fluid is increases, then pressure is increases, directly proportional. Next, pressure is inversely proportional to height. Pressure is inversely proportional to height. Okay. So next, one more thing here. Pressure is only depends upon density of liquid, density of fluid, acceleration due to gravity. So this is constant now. Density of fluid and depth of liquid column. It is pressure is independent upon, this is very important point. Pressure is independent upon shape of container. It is independent upon shape of container. One example I discussed. Example 2, this is one example. So observe carefully. Here I am taking first container like this, and second container is like this, third container is like this, So now I consider here first container, this is second container, this is third containers. Let us consider three containers. First container is filled with the water. So filled with the water height h. And second container is here. Observe carefully. Here. Volume is going to be increases. Volume increases means height decreases. So this is height. And here okay. So observe carefully in first container, second container, third container. So here first container pressure is let pressure is P1 here, and pressure is P2. Pressure at bottom of container is P2 and pressure at bottom of container is P3. Which is greater here? First option is given. P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3. Second option is given. P1 greater than P2 greater than P3. Next, third option is given. P1 less than P2 less than P3. Next, fourth option, all the above. All the above. So like this question was given. 3 containers which is filled with water like this fluid, and this has height h, this has height h, and here vertical distance has height h. So then pressure is independent upon shape of the container. Independent upon shape of the container. Whatever it may be the shape. Here height is important. Here is height is h. Here height is h. Here also height is h. So pressure is same. So that means pressure is independent upon shape. It depends upon vertical height. Vertical height is nothing but depth of liquid. Vertical height. So that means this. So P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3. Here heights is same. Heights is same. H is the same in all 3 containers. H is same in all 3 containers. So P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3. Pressures, all pressures are equal. So option A is correct. So option A is correct. So this is about today's session. I hope you all are understood this lecture. Next lecture I am going to explain remaining contents in this chapter fluid statics. So thank you for watching my lectures. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you so much.